Hi, I'm Arizona divorce and family law attorney Kyle Scoresby. This video is going to be about a specific element of calculating child support. In Arizona, we have a set of guidelines called the Arizona Child Support Guidelines that govern how child support is calculated. Several variables go into the child support calculation. One of those variables is the income of each parent. Now, in the guidelines, it says that typically a judge will use just a full-time income for each parent, and that neither parent is expected to work an extraordinary work regimen for purposes of child support. But there is an exception. If overtime income has been regular and consistent during the marriage and is expected to continue into the future, then the judge is allowed to consider that overtime income as part of the income that goes into the child support calculation for that parent who is earning the overtime. There was a recent case decided on this. It's the Hubler case decided in October 2022. And I found it to be very interesting because the judge in that case found that for 10 years, the police officer father had worked consistently overtime income, and his testimony at trial indicated that he might continue to do that in the future. Well, the judge made specific findings that the overtime income had been consistent, that it was expected to continue into the future, and the judge included the overtime income in the child support calculation, and then the Court of Appeals affirmed the trial judge's decision on that point. An interesting lesson from this case is that if the trial judge makes specific factual findings that are within the law and are certainly within the judge's discretion to decide, then that is very unlikely to be disturbed or overturned on appeal. Most often, if the trial judge makes very clear findings about income, those findings will be sustained on appeal, and the child support that the trial judge ordered will stand. If you're in a situation where you're afraid your overtime income might be considered in calculating child support, or you're wondering if you can include your soon-to-be ex-spouse's income in the child support calculation, call the office, set a consultation, and we'll discuss that.